What's going on, everybody? Back on the bike again. This is my first ride since my wreck. So it's good to be back on here. Been letting my wounds heal. It's a nice day today. It is December 31st, 2023, last day of the year. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 66 degrees and it says it's sunny, but it's not. But yeah, I tell you, I don't know how many of you have seen the video with my wreck in it, but it skint me up pretty good. I still got you can see that on my hands, and that one right there on the inside of my hand's the worst. And I've got on this hand too. It's on my legs. Got scraped up on my legs. And I tell you, that day it happened, that night, well, I tell you, my wrist was hurting. But but I woke up the next morning. I took a couple of leave and woke up the next morning, and it felt fine. Trying something a little bit different on the recording today. This video that you're watching, it won't be much different. But I do have 2 cameras going right now. I've been trying to shoot a hyperlapse, or Insta360 calls it a time shift. I've been trying to film one of those, and I never could get it right. My jacket was in the way, or something happened. But I think I got it now. I've got my Insta360 and my GoPro mounted on my necklace. I got a necklace instead of the chesty mount. Rip One Outdoors told me about it. So I got one. I had to try it. I like it. I can tell the camera sit up higher. And then I got me this little mount where you can mount 2 cameras side by side, and that's what I have right now. So we're gonna give it a go. See how it works out. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I don't know, my fender's making noise. I'm gonna have to do something with that. But everything on the bike seems to be working good. I looked at it and didn't see any damage on the bike. I'm surprised my display didn't crack. This right here is another mount I got. I got this for my Insta360. I don't like where it is. I got it in the middle. I'm gonna put it over here to the side. And I may do some filming where it's filming back at me. Oh, these are just nothing but dead-end streets back here. But yeah, it was a rough couple of days after the wreck. It was pretty bad. Had to go around that trash can on the sidewalk. And when I came back up, of course the sidewalk was sitting higher than the grass. And when I came over, the side of my tire hit the side of the sidewalk, and there I went. And of course that's just instinct, putting your hands out to catch yourself, and then my face hit the sidewalk. And I'm lucky I didn't go out in the road and a car was coming by. That would have been bad. So, but yeah, I just wanted to get back on here. Today's, you know, a little bit warmer day than what we've been having. So I figured I'd get on here. But I've been looking into the laws in Louisiana on riding bikes on the sidewalk, because when I called the sheriff's office, they told me they said bikes aren't allowed on the sidewalk. And I cannot find a law anywhere where it says you cannot ride on a sidewalk. Now there is I went to louisiana.gov and I typed in bicycle laws. I searched their page for bicycle laws, and it takes you to it gives you a link there, and it takes you to the Louisiana DOTD website with the bike laws. And it says on there that Louisiana has no laws that authorize or prohibit you from riding a bike on the sidewalk. So when I called the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Department, they said I'm not allowed to ride on the sidewalk. So then I said, okay, well, is there an ordinance in Ouachita Parish or West Monroe? And I've looked and I've looked and I've looked, and I cannot find anything about it. There's nothing that says you can't ride a bike on the sidewalk. Now, there is a law or an ordinance that says you cannot ride on trails or walkways, but that was for parks, for city parks and stuff like that. So I may one day go up there and challenge them on what they told me. And you know, I very well could be wrong. I just can't find it. But I tell you, I have looked and looked. And but I'll go up there and tell them, okay, if I can't ride on the sidewalk, you show me the ordinance. Because the state of Louisiana doesn't say that I cannot ride on the sidewalk. And if I'm wrong, that's fine. But one thing I do know, and I did find this, that they are not allowed to put their trash cans on the sidewalk. It does say that you cannot obstruct a roadway or a sidewalk. And it kind of made me mad when I said something to her about it. The corporal at the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Department, when I said that they had sidewalks on there and they're not allowed to put them on there, she wasn't very concerned. She wasn't very concerned about the trash cans, but immediately told me, well, you're not allowed to ride on the sidewalk. Okay, so I'm not allowed. Are you going to do anything about the trash cans? Probably not. Not until somebody gets hurt real bad. Like I got hurt. She probably don't care about it, but we'll see what we can do. But I don't see, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see why you can't ride on the sidewalk. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense to me. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, one thing that did do is I learned a lesson to be more careful riding. You know, I've been riding this bike for about 3 years now, and you know, I guess you get to the point where you just kind of you're just relaxed when you're riding it, and you just don't think about stuff as much. But I tell you, I don't care how long you've been riding, just always stay careful. Don't take anything for granted. Yeah, I thought I had several things broken after the wreck. My milk crate, I did a video on that earlier. One of the sides popped off. And I said, oh man, but I got that popped back on there, so it's fine. And then the clip on my lav mic, I have a cold shoe on my GoPro. I've got a media mod on my GoPro, and it's got a cold shoe on it. That's like on a camera, if you don't know what a cold shoe or a hot shoe is, that's where you can attach like a light, or you can attach something to it. It's got one on the top and one on the side. The media mod does. I use the one on the top, and there's a clip on the microphone that where you can attach it. And that clip popped off. And so I sat there after the wreck. I was sitting there looking and looking and looking for that clip, looking all over the ground. And the clip was still in the cold shoe. So I got that, and I managed to get it back on my lav mic. So it's all good. I got my lav mic attached to my GoPro and got it clipped on my shirt, the transmitter and the receiver. So all that's good. And then my chain, I got it back on. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anything else was messed up, so that's good. Yeah, I tell you, I'm ready for that. That right there on the inside of my hand, I am ready for that to heal up. That is just, ugh. It doesn't hurt, it's just aggravating. But we will continue to ride bikes. We will go on many, many more rides. But we will definitely be more careful. But I'll post the time shift or the hyperlapse from my Insta360. I'll post that in a separate video. If it comes out right. Hopefully I got it right this time. I've got it mounted good, so hopefully it'll work. I want to test it out and see what it does. Me. But no, other than the last time that I rode my bike, I haven't really been up to much at all. I've just kind of been sitting around the house a lot, enjoying my time off. We go back on the 3rd of January. Of course, this video I'm recording on the 31st. I think this one will not be posted until, let's see, I got a video coming out Monday. tomorrow, because today's Sunday the 31st. So there's one coming out on the 1st. There's one coming out on the 4th. And then this one will come out that following Monday. So I just go out and record, trying to get a bunch of them recorded. You know, that's the thing, when you're doing these bike videos and the weather's nice and it's not real cold, you just try to go riding as much as you can, and you'll end up, you know, having a nice little stockpile of videos. And you know, I post twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and so I got more videos than I can post. Which that's a good thing. Because there might be a week or two that I can't go riding because it's just too cold. You know, if it gets down in the 20s and 30s, then I doubt if I'm gonna get on the bike. It's just too cold. All right, so let's go down the sidewalk here. This is where the wreck happened, up here. I'll point it out when I get there. Well, I mean, you probably already know if you watch the video, but I'll point it out again. Let's see if they got the trash cans out. And big surprise here, I have been playing a lot of VR lately. Got me a new game, a power wash simulator. You just get in there and you power wash things. I think I've talked about it before, but you know, you sit there and you think, well, that's got to be boring. I mean, that's what I thought when I first saw the game. I mean, who wants to sit there and just power wash? And so I started playing it, and it's a career mode. They got different jobs for you to do. And I've gotten several of them done. I think I've done 4 or 5 jobs, something like that. One of them took me 3 hours to do. Of course, you can stop and get out of the game, and when you come back in, it picks up where you left off. Well, this is where it happened. I went around, and when I came back on, you can see, let me see if I can get the camera down. You can see how the sidewalk right there is up higher. And the side of my tire caught that right there. I don't know if the camera's showing it, but it caught right there, and that's where I went over. So I will definitely be more careful about that. I think if there's a trash can, instead of going in the grass, I'll go out in the road and go around. just have to turn around and make sure there's no cars coming when I go out on the road. And I tell you what, I'm wondering if it's the people that live in those houses, the people that live in their houses, if they're the ones that are putting the trash cans on the sidewalk, or if it's the trash company that's putting them there after they empty the trash can. Because we drove down the road the other day, and that house where I had the wreck, their trash can was up on their trash can was on the yard, not on the sidewalk. And then up here, there were trash cans on the sidewalk, but the lids were open. You know, like the trash company came and emptied the trash cans, and then they just left the lids open. Those trash cans were sitting on the sidewalk. So we might have to call and fuss at the trash company, or tell them to make sure that they put the trash cans where they're not on the sidewalk. Now, you see this? Look at this. There's trash can right there on the sidewalk. Now you see the one right there in the yard? That has trash in it. Well, the one up here on the left does too. But look at that. Right there in the sidewalk, and there's glass all over the road. There's glass in the sidewalk too. But I tell you, you know, I don't want to ride in that road right there. All these cars coming down this road. Well, for one thing, it's dangerous, and the other thing, it's going to hold people up. All right, well, we are just about home. So I think I'm gonna call it a video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other videos. Give me a like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.